Coronavirus creates global crisis situations. Welcome to my channel. Coronavirus creates global crisis situations. Let's look at this topic right now. This global pandemic is now, as recently officially recognized, a global problem for all countries. And the situation is now much worse than with SARS and MERS, which were also international in nature, but COVID-19 has spread wider and much deeper. Now humanity is officially in a pandemic stage. Although, more recently, they even wrote about COVID-19 as an epidemic, not a plague. The WHO constantly evaluates the coronavirus pandemic 24 hours a day, and everyone is seriously worried about the dangerous degrees of expansion and danger, as well as the critical values of passivity. This is the primary pandemic caused by coronavirus. Of course, as of today, new cases of coronavirus continue to be reported and they have already covered 118 countries. To date, more than 124,000 people have been infected and more than 4,600 have died. All this is really very serious. And, as statistics on this very informative site show, the numbers are growing. But the geographical difference, not the only difference between the plague and the epidemic, but the other is that we still do not feel the epidemic, which will be somehow controlled. Not surprisingly, stock markets did not welcome this move. The S&P 500 fell almost 5% in the middle of the week, and by the end of the week it had already grown by 9.29%. Similarly, the Dow Jones Industrial Average also fell first 20% below its intraday record high, or below 24,000 points, and then rose again by 9.36%, confirming that the US stock exchange entered the market in the initial time after a good recession. Since the COVID-19 pandemic is haunting the world, analysts, economists, and investors are switching the conversation from whether there will be a recession in 2020 to talking about how serious the reduction will be and how the recovery of lost positions will develop. The coronavirus pandemic in China tends to decrease, and therefore the country is returning to its normal economic potential. However, as the new coronavirus spreads around the world, more and more governments are taking decisive steps to limit its reach, which could negatively impact accessibility chains and economic activity. Italy added new restrictions by closing all stores except supermarkets, grocery stores, and pharmacies. The longer the decline, the higher the gold quotes. To support the affected economies, governments and central banks invest in the economy. The Federal Reserve has increased the maximum offer of its daily operations on the market under repurchase agreements to $175 billion. Register using the links and get dividends. More information about addresses on the screen.